All leveling add-ins recommended in this video are 100% legal and there is no risk of banning when using them. Hello and welcome to the Leveling Guide Addon tutorial, brought to you by wowguidesnow.com. My name is Todd and this is my main Unthrak from the European servers. In this tutorial I will explain what Leveling Guide Addons are and what are their benefits compared to regular leveling guides. I will then briefly talk about my personal experience with Leveling Guide Addons, followed by a tutorial demonstrating exactly how to use the Leveling Addons. And for dessert, I will share a tip that can make your character thousands of goals fast and easy. So there is a lot to wait for. A quick note before I begin. I will not be talking about any specific leveling add-on in this movie. There are a lot of them out there and they keep updating with better interface, better features and so on. If you want to know more about the leveling add-on I'm using for my characters, please click the link in the movie info. I will keep updating this link to always redirect to the site of the best current leveling add-on I can find. If you want more detailed reviews, you can always find them on wowguidesnow.com. Add-ons are in fact additions to your game. They bring all the leveling information you need into your game through a panel that shows on your screen while you play. That means one of the biggest advantages of Leveling Guide add-ins compared to written leveling guides and leveling guide sites is that those require you to Alt-Tab out of your game to get to the leveling information you need. That is simply not required in the case of leveling add-ins. This is Plaguehoof. He's a Death Knight I just started leveling. As you can see, it is well into level 61, and the playtime on this character is less than 7 hours, meaning it took me less than 7 hours to get from level 55 to level 61. On the right side of the screen you can see the leveling add-on. It tells me what the next step I should be doing is, which is to get to a trail that leads to a quest area. The beauty about this leveling add-on is that it places an arrow on my screen telling me where I need to go, as well as places a dot on my map and minimap. When I get to the trail, the add-on updates to show me the exact quest location. The add-on tells me in a few simple lines what I need to do in this spot, so I don't need to read all the long quest description. It says I need to activate the quest object near the crystals and kill the mob that spawns. I'll just speed this up a bit. Okay, now freeze. Watch what happens as soon as I loot the mob. Again, the quest leveling add-on automatically skips to the next task. Mind you, not all leveling guide add-ons do this automatically. Some require you to manually switch tasks, and those ones I tend to not recommend. And here is another interesting thing. In the past, whenever I finished a quest, I instantly ran back to hand it to the quest giver. Makes sense, right? Wrong. The beauty about leveling guide add-ons is that they already have the fastest route to get you to the maximum level. In this case, it will be faster for me to now hearth, as you can see on my task list. So I just hearth back to my inn. Here you can see the add-on directs me to another quest giver. That means that the add-on knows it's faster for me to now skip to a different quest and hand back this quest later on. So I can just save a lot of running time, which is a huge advantage over simple quest helpers, where you need to do a quest or two, then run back, then do another quest, then run back and so on. Remember, the goal is to get to endgame as fast as possible. Let's look at the leveling add-on a bit closer. If I don't like a certain quest, or if I decide to stop questing for a level or two and do some instancing instead, I can always open the task list and skip to another quest, go back to the list and so on. You can see the different starting zones and races I can choose from the list. So once I got the leveling add-on, I can use it on how many characters I want to. I've been playing WoW for about 4 years now. Up until 6 months ago, I refused to use leveling add-ons because it involved actually purchasing one and I didn't want to. However, as soon as I started using leveling guide add-ons, I realized how stupid I was for refusing to use one in the past. My rogue alt got to 70 in 6 days. My priest alt got to 70 in 5 days and 20 hours. My main, which is currently raiding at level 80, got from level 70 to level 80 in 2 days. And now for the final part of the tutorial. I'm about to show you a tip on how to make gold using your leveling add-on. Since only a few players can afford to play non-stop 24 hours a day, and because players sometimes do instances and stuff like that, you will probably get to the maximum level ahead of your leveling guide. My main, for example, got to level 80 when I was still doing the tasks of level 77 on my leveling add-on. Now a lot of players, as soon as they reach the maximum level, they just close the leveling add-on and forget all about it. What I do whenever I need cash, I just reopen the leveling add-on and continue to do the quests listed. Because the leveling add-on already picked only the easiest and fastest quest available, and because I have a much better gear than I should have while leveling, I make serious amount of gold in very quick time. This is a lot quicker, for example, than doing daily quests. Remember, these areas have very low level mobs, and some quests are as easy as picking up a loot from the ground or talking to one NPC. Now, just in case you didn't know, when you finish leveling quests and you are already at maximum level, you get cash instead of experience. As you can see, I still have hundreds of more quests to finish, which will sum up in thousands of very fast and very easy gold. And that concludes today's tutorial. I hope you found it beneficial, and as I've said before, if you want to learn more about the current best leveling add-on, click the link in the movie info. I will keep it updated to always redirect to the site of the add-on I think is currently best in the market. For more detailed reviews on leveling add-ons as well as more tutorials on different topics, please visit wowguidesnow.com.